was leaving Jericho with his disciples and entered a sizable crowd. Bartimaeus, a blind man, the son of Timaeus, sat by the roadside begging. On hearing that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." And many rebuked him, telling him to be silent. But he kept calling out all the more, "Son of David, have pity on me." Jesus stopped and said, "Call him." So they called the blind man, saying to him, "Take courage, get up. Jesus is calling you." He threw aside his cloak, sprang up, and came to Jesus. Jesus said to him in reply, "What do you want me to do for you?" The blind man replied to him, "Master, I want to see." Jesus told him, "Go your way. Your faith has saved you." Immediately he received his sight and followed him on their way. This is the gospel of the Lord. God is good all the time. The readings of our today's Sunday gives us an invitation to restoration. It elaborates to us a God who always is at work, a God who gathers us from our exiles, a God who helps and heals our wounds and restores back our joy. When we are like the exiles in Jeremiah in the first reading, the joyful pilgrims in the responsorial psalm, or Bartimaeus sitting by the roadside in the gospel, God sees us, God hears our cries, and God extends his hands to fill us with his overflowing mercy and kindness of his nature, of his loving nature and forgiving nature towards his people. In the first reading, we hear the words of comfort and hope that are being narrated by Jeremiah the prophet. He narrates to us about God's promises to gather his people from all the ends, those who cannot walk, and he leads us towards to himself with difficulty in their speech. He comes to heal. He comes to restore back their sight, their speech, their so on. He does not only fulfill needs, but also feel our physical deprivations. Speaking for our needs in life, even in the face of opposition, in the face of doubt. The gospel also challenges us of the clarity of our purpose. When Jesus asked Bartimaeus, "What do you want me to do to you?" he replied, "Rabbi, I want to see." This clarity of purpose helped him to focus on his goal and receive the healing that he needed. It is essential for us to be clear about our goals. It is essential for us to be clear about our desires and to achieve growth in our personal improvement. The reading also challenges us about showing gratitude and showing humility. Bartimaeus' faith not only led to physical healing, but also it made him to undergo transformation in his life. His encounter with Jesus led him to a new beginning, to a new life-changing experience, which teaches us also that faith and belief can lead to personal growth, can lead to personal transformation in our life. The reading also invites us to share our stories with others. Bartimaeus did not keep his miraculous healing to himself, but he followed Jesus. He shared his story. He shared his miracle with others, while he glorified God at the same time. Sharing our experiences, our challenges, especially our triumphs, can inspire others and strengthen them also to be committed. In our gospel reading today, we are called to embrace the attitude of Bartimaeus, the attitude of faith, the attitude of humility, the attitude of persistence, the attitude of transformation, the attitude of sharing our experiences, our stories with others. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Nasadiki kwa Mungu Baba Mwenyezi,
that they may experience in their life the wonders that God worked for the people of Israel when he brought them from slavery to freedom. Lord, hear us.
Lord, graciously hear us.
For the blind and those with eye problems, that they may live their physical condition with serenity in an attitude of faith and sustained by the help and care of their family. Lord, hear us.
Lord, graciously hear us.
For all of us who have gathered for the Eucharist, that our encounter with Christ, that the high priest, may lead us to listen to the cry of the poor and to respond it with compassion. Lord, hear us.
Lord, graciously hear us. May the petitions of your church be pleasing in your sight, O Lord, so that we may receive your mercy, what we cannot ask out of confidence in our Christ. Iliyo kwetu tunamcha Roho tukuzwe.